Hello everybody, welcome back to Central Tabletop Gaming. I am your host, Jeremy Kelly, and today we will be continuing our playthrough of the tutorials for Ace Combat 7. Now, I'm going to be using today a fantasy. This is not a real plane, much like the Falcon and the Morgan, the ADF-11F Raven. Now, I know it doesn't say Raven up top, but if I go here, and there it is, so you guys can see it says Raven right there. Now, I'm going to use the white skin because I don't use it very often, and I thought it'd be just something different personally for me. When you get this plane, this is a DLC plane, so you will actually have to pay for this. It comes with 3 weapon options, including the UAVs. Now, we're going to use those, even though I'm not a huge fan of them. But you can also choose between the QAM and the tactical laser system. Which, by the way, I'm not a huge fan of the laser system to begin with in the game. But I would recommend using this. Honestly, all 3 of these are great, but this is probably my least favorite of the fictional planes they've added so far. So I'm not sure exactly how to feel about it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and sortie. This is the first mission of the game, so won't be hard at all. And we're just going to go over everything like we normally do. We're going to look at it with novice controls. We're going to look at it with advanced expert controls. Normal and expert. Again, I'm still trying to go through Ace Combat 5. I'm trying to find out what's the best way to go through it, so if I use some of the terms for that, I apologize. And I also want you guys to know I am training myself to learn how to use postal maneuvers. I've never had to use postal maneuvers before, so if you guys are wanting to see me use those, I just simply don't know how yet. Now, this thing is a massive target, and I want to make that very clear, and that is by far the worst cockpit view I have ever seen, so my apologies. But I won't be using the cockpit view at all. Very nice short runway takeoff. Kind of picked up on its own.
The carrier. No. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Sorry about the surface collision, guys. Again, I'm not exactly used to this, so forgiveness, please.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst, stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
So, I just want to say this much. I've got it slightly modded, I'm not going to lie. And this thing flies super easy.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. They're way overhead.
Alright, let's send a drone out there and you guys can see how that works.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range.
So,
Bombers.
as I'm doing this, I really want to make a quick shout out to Artyom. He's been watching the last few of my videos. You guys have been able to see him comment on them. And I actually have been playing with him quite a bit, so I should be getting better. Although, I'm not going to say I'm great yet, but I am getting better, and I hope you guys are able to see a difference and be able to appreciate all that hard work he's going through to help me get better, so I can make this better for you guys. Hopefully a little easier on the eyes.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
There he is. I do love how you get to watch it dock as well.
Whoa there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
For a second there, I thought I had my UAVs active, so I apologize.
Mage 2, locked.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs? I can't tell them apart.
Alright, so we're on the last part of the mission, and I have to say, I almost forgot to switch over my controls because this thing is so easy to fly. So, if you guys witness that, keep in mind, that is some of the most simple novice controls I've ever seen. It is really smooth, really well refined, and a joy in general just to be with. So, if you guys are interested in novice controls, because again, some people can't handle the pitch and rolls, that might actually be the way for you to go.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire!
There it is. I do love how you can watch them redock.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Mage 2, missile launch. Enemy bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off. One remaining.
I do love that, the fact that you can just send the drone out to do your dirty work. Alright. Since we're done with
Colin and
everything.
Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Citizens of Erusia.
Oops. So, other than me messing up with the takeoff and that last little bit there, like I said before, this plane is really easy to handle. Again, I just messed up at first and last second mess up as well, but it is really a joy to fly this thing. Your downsides are you have such a wide profile. Now, when I've done the PvP matches with Artum, he even brings up that he'll tell you he's not a great shot with the laser system and the railgun of the game. And he'll tell you that it suddenly becomes easy when you're fighting someone flying this thing around because it has such a wide profile. It's almost impossible to miss. I mean, you get a good shot, boom, you know you didn't accidentally miss. You know you got it. And I've been the bad into that more times than I care to admit openly. And it makes you wonder. This plane is by far a great plane. Its loadout, I gotta say, I wasn't as much of a fan as I was with things like the Morgan, or let alone the Falcon. So, again, like normal, we're going to go over the list here. I'm only going to upload one video today, guys. I've just been a little bit off. I've been trying to help my family with a lot of stuff, so I just haven't had time. So, let's go through this. Thank you for your patience. So, definitely good for this mission. Charge the enemy? Honestly, why? Don't do it. It doesn't seem to play very well into that sense. Two-pronged strategy, I could see where it would be good. Rescue, definitely I can see where it could be good, but again, I think it lacks a little bit in the ground combat aspect at the very beginning. Though, obviously, that goes away right after the drones show up. 404, take the Falcon. Long day, anything else? And honestly, 404, it's not bad, but I just think the Falcon does better. First contact, it really depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Pipeline destruction, no. Faceless soldier, not really. Transfer orders, yeah, I've used it in transfer orders. It was really good for that one. You tend not to be so happy at the very end with it, but that's about it. Fleet destruction, I don't know a plane that I haven't enjoyed, at least during that mission flying around, so yeah. Stonehenge defense, so-so. So-so on that one. Not really a good plane for this. Again, when you're starting the mission, this plane is a nightmare to take down that canyon. I've tried it on easy because I didn't know if it would work out very well. And yeah, guess what? It didn't work out very well. So, recommended only if you're brave enough to do it. Otherwise, just don't. Don't force yourself. This one, not really. Again, not very good late game. Not so good at this one. Homeward, not a huge fan of it there. Not really good here, honestly. Ooh, sorry about the yawn. Lighthouse and Deep Blue, kinda, sorta, not really. I don't think this is honestly one of the best planes for late game. It's a very capable aircraft, but honestly, you're going to end up relying on the QAM, and you're going to rely on the tactical laser. So it really depends on how much can you utilize those. And I'm just going to say it, the UAV is great for slow targets. Again, 444 and charge assault, it was really good for, but unless you're fighting a lot of bombers, it's not really that great. So, well, I actually do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's short. I'm doing my best here, guys. It's just trying to help out a lot of people right now, and if the videos seem to be lacking for a little while, know that I have not left this channel behind. I just simply have a lot of things happening in my day-to-day life. Thank you so much, though, for joining me here at Central Tabletop Gaming. Again, I was your host, Jeremy Kelly, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye! Oop. The wrong button there for a second.